hours before we were about to hit record, we got news from PW Insider, Ralph, that Sasha Banks may be going to a new destination. It's not AEW. It's not going back to WWE, but in fact, New Japan Pro Wrestling, according to PW Insider, she will be at Wrestle Kingdom 17. We already know Kenny Omega is going to be on that card, and possibly Carl Anderson might be on that card to defend the Never Openweight Championship. We'll know more on that probably next week when he defends the title. But if Sasha Banks does go to New Japan Pro Wrestling, does this mean she will be full-time with Stardom? Does this mean that she will end up in AEW? Does this mean she goes back to WWE? And in fact, there is a working relationship between WWE and New Japan Pro Wrestling? Or is this just more of a one-off to get some New Japan World buys and subscriptions so that people could see Wrestle Kingdom? And then she goes to Hollywood. What's going on with Sasha Banks here? What do you think with this news?
Yeah, I definitely think that it's going to be good for her in terms of like her legacy because, you know, she's going outside of the WWE to really try to prove how good she really is. Wrestle Kingdom, that would be a big thing for her to go and do. The big thing is going to be trying to figure out if she's even still under contract with WWE. What is her contract situation? Because that's been speculated about by a number of people. You know, assuming she is still under contract with WWE, this could kind of prove that Triple H is trying to do different things in terms of trying to be competitive with, you know, the likes of AEW, where, you know, some of the wrestlers are able to go and work separate dates outside of just, you know, working strictly under the AEW banner. You already mentioned Carl Anderson potentially going and competing in that. I think Kevin Owens was recently quoted as saying, you know, I'm more confident now that I can go and work some indie shows or some smaller shows outside of the WWE. And, you know, for what it's worth, I mean, you look at the track record of Triple H and his ability to do certain things when he was in NXT, whether it was like, you know, certain tournaments where he was bringing in different talent from other promotions. I do think he is more willing to do things like this, more so than Vince McMahon ever was. I think that this could speak a lot in terms of Triple H and his role and the way that he's going to run the main roster. If Sasha is truly under contract, I think you're going to have those that are going to speculate that she may be AEW bound, mostly because, one, this is a booking outside of the WWE, and I wouldn't say it was a direct tease, but we do know that Saraya is going to be having a tag match, and you know, there is the possibility, well, we know she's going to have to pick somebody. Not saying that's going to be Sasha Banks, but of course there's going to be speculation surrounding that. So good for Sasha. I think this is going to be a great moment for her. Really help solidify her already great resume and help build her legacy. So very interesting.
Yeah, it definitely is very interesting. You bring up the Saraya tease of the LA show for AEW Dynamite in a few weeks. That's, I believe, January 11th is the date of that show. So does Sasha Banks become that mystery partner for Saraya? Is it Naomi? We just recently saw this week that Naomi was with Jade Cargill at an Atlanta Hawks game. So was Jade Cargill trying to recruit Naomi to AEW? Was Naomi trying to recruit Jade Cargill to WWE when her contract's up? Were they just two wrestlers just happened to be together at a Atlanta Hawks game, just being friends, and there wasn't any communication about one jumping ship to the other? All possibilities there. And that is the other thing to consider here. If Sasha Banks goes, does Naomi go with her? She obviously has tie-ins to the Usos being married to Jimmy Uso. Time will tell in this whole situation. It's going to be interesting to see at what capacity Sasha Banks ends up at Wrestle Kingdom 2, because does she end up in a match? Is she challenging Kyrie for the women's championship? Is she going to be just showing up on the screen and challenging whoever the champion is at the end of Wrestle Kingdom? That's another possibility. Is she just going to be there to watch Wrestle Kingdom as a fan in the audience? You know, she does have an appreciation for Japanese wrestling, Japanese women's wrestling. So is she going as a spectator and someone just happened to find her receipt somewhere? All that could be possible.